review of our key points of our Today we're working on cause and effect. We're working on and your objective is students will be able to determine the cause and effect of a character's actions, dialogue, or feelings. Of a character's
actions, dialogue, or feelings.
I know it's Monday morning, and I know we're a little shy because we have 3 guests in here. But let's ramp up the energy, okay? But put your finger on the objective. Students will be able to determine the cause and effect. Now Miss Mishinchi. Students will determine the cause and effect of a character's.
Actions, dialogue, or feelings.
Woo! So we're working on cause and effect. We're working on
Cause and effect.
Oh, if only there was a song we could start singing in 1, 2, 3.
Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. The cause is why. The cause is why. The effect is what. The effect is what. The magic word is because. The magic word is because. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause and effect.
Oh, you know what cause and effect is. Great. So let's dive straight into it, okay? A quick reminder, this is, for you guys, this is like, we've done cause and effect a couple of times now. So this is just review, practice. Our steps on how to do it. Our steps on how to
Do it.
Step 1 is identify the event. Identify the
Event.
We need to figure out the effect. Usually our question has the effect in it, and we have to figure out why. Step 2 is what happened before that event. But why? Remember, but
Why?
Step 2, but
Why?
why? And in step 3, we need to put it together. What is the character's feelings or mental state? Why are they saying or doing that? Why are they saying or?
Do that.
Awesome. So you're on page 20. That was totally wrong. You're on page 70. Isaiah is looking at me like I've lost my mind. And I know sometimes we've been reading it in different ways to practice. We've done some popcorn reading. We've done some finishing a sentence reading. We've even gotten to listen to the audiobook a little bit as a treat. And we've had a super awesome day. So we're going to start by finishing the submission sentence. And then when we have to go back and reread 9 and 10 this afternoon, listen to the audio version. To listen to the funny voices, okay? And be able to hear that in our head. So, you're on page 70, Journey to Dream Country. And remember, some of these words are kind of funny and are hard to pronounce because they're words we're not used to. So if we pause for a second, it's to figure out how to pronounce them, right? Even though Ms. Mishinchi read it this weekend and practiced, she's still some of them are tongue twisters. Here we go. After the mad frobscottle party was over, Sophie settled herself again on top of the enormous
Table.
table. You feeling better now? asked the big.
Friendly giant.
Much better.
Thank you.
We'll do it again. I should hear every voice. Much better.
Thank you, Sophie said.
Whenever I is feeling a bit scrawny, the BFG said, a few gollops of frobscottle, is always making me hopscotty.
Again.
Sorry guys. I must say it's quite an
Experience.
It's a razztazzler, the BFG said. It's so hard to read this book.
You're fine.
It's work that one out with me. Glory, thank you, good job guys. He turned away and strode across the cave and picked up his dream-catching net. I is galloping off, he said, to catch some more waspy whiffing dreams for my
collection.
I is doing this every day without
Missing.
Is you
Wishing to come with me.
not me? Thank you,
Very much, Sophie said.
Sophia. Way to be on it. I could hear you. Not with those.
Other giants lurking outside.
Not with those.
Other giants lurking outside.
I is snuggling you very cozy into my pocket with my waistcoat, the BFG said. Then no one is
Seeing you.
I want us to stop there and this question's just gonna model. Go ahead, put your sticky note on that page and close your book. If you do not have one, just close it. We're on page 70. You have 3, 2, 1. So my first question, the first thing I need to think aloud is figure out the cause and effect. Why does Sophie want to go dream? Why doesn't Sophie want to go dream catching with the BFG? So I need to think through my steps first. I need to think through my
Steps first.
My first step is identify the event. It's what, Noel? Identify the event. So I first need to identify the event. The event they're talking about is Sophie not wanting to go dream catching. You have 3 seconds to be tracking me. 3, 2, 1. So my event, I already know. Sophie doesn't want to go dream catching. So step 2, I need to think about what happened before that and think about
Why?
So I'm going to go back in the text, which you have on your paper, in your book, and it's up on the screen to track the screen. And I first need to find the event. Not me, thank you very much, Sophie said. Not with those other giants lurking outside. This is my event. This is my
Event.
Oh, everyone rewind. What did Mrs. Mission Chief forget to do before she even started? Mauricio, what did I forget to do? Tag my question, but I know this is a cause and effect. I know what this is.
Cause and effect.
I know this is a cause and effect. Okay. Step 1, I've identified my event. I've identified my
Event.
Sophie doesn't want to go dream catching. I was Sophie. I would definitely want to go dream catching. But I need to think, but why? Why doesn't Sophie want to go? So I need to go look before. I need to look at what happens.
Four.
And I need to think, but why? I'm not seeing it before. Remember last week when we had one that the cause they explained afterwards? And guess what? The cause is right there in our effect. Everyone goes, it's right there in our effect. And I'm going to circle it so we can see the difference. This is our event. This is our cause. Not with those other giants lurking outside. So now I need to put it together. Now I need to
Put it together.
Sophie is feeling scared. She's being worried for her concern or for her safety. Tree. That's how she's feeling. That's how she's
feeling.
And she does not want to go outside because the giants might
Eat her.
They might what?
Eat her.
What might they do, Angelina?
Eat her.
They might eat her. So I know that Sophie doesn't want to go dream catching because she's scared the giants might eat her. I know you're following along, but I don't care. So I now need to write my elite response. And guess what? Mrs. Mashinchi already did it. It's on your paper. And guess what? She has left something out. We've been working so hard on race, but I want to see if you can catch my mistake. So we're going to read it. I'm going to read it on the board. You're going to follow along on your paper or track the board. And we're going to see if you catch it. Do you mind twisting the lines just a hair every time?
You want it darker?
Yes, please. Perfect. Okay. You're following along on the board or on the paper. So, why doesn't Sophie want the dream catcher? Sorry, I cannot read this morning, guys. Why doesn't Sophie want to go dream catching with the BFG? And this is my answer. I have Carlos following along. Sophia's reading on her paper. Sophie doesn't want to go dream catching with the BFG because she doesn't want to leave the cave. We already know they are in giant country and the giants are roaming around outside in the text. Sophie also says not with those other giants outside. This makes me think she doesn't want to leave the cave because she doesn't want to be seen and eaten by the other giants. Oh my goodness. This is reading like some of your answers have been. What am I missing? What's wrong with it? I'm going to give you 10 seconds because I don't see enough hands. We're going to call for all hands. 10 seconds. Put your hands down. I love how some people are already marking it up. Mark yours up. What's wrong with it? What is it missing? What does it have?